Don't pack up those Christmas decorations just yet. I'm going to show you how you can make some glorious bokeh ball backgrounds from your decorations. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, no worries. You can hit up the dollar store and make them from scratch for about 10 bucks. Stay tuned. Hey gang, this little DIY background trick is so simple, and it's a great trick to have in your toolkit to jazz up your portrait backgrounds any time of the year. All you need is some garland and some foam board. This is the week to get that garland on clearance after Christmas. I used 3 sheets of 20-inch by 30-inch foam board. These 3 happen to be black, but you could use white or any color for that matter. For those of you that have seen this video, you recognize that these are the famous Walmart Reflectors that you can get at Walmart or almost any dollar store. I used some black gaffer's tape, which should be a staple item in your studio toolkit, to tape the 3 boards together and then mounted them on a stand using a LumiPro reflector holder. You could also mount them using 2 stands and clamps like these, or design your own DIY PVC holder like the one in this video. Once I had the now 30-inch tall by 60-inch wide background mounted, I started adding the garland. You could use any color garland. For this example, I went with gold. I simply draped the garland in front of the board and stapled it at the top. You don't need to go crazy gluing it in place unless you want it to be permanent. The staples remove easily and with no mess. Now some of you are thinking this background isn't very tall. I'm shooting horizontal, so it doesn't need to be. If you want to shoot vertical, just turn it 90 degrees and it will work great for a vertical portrait. For this series of shots, I went with 4 Godox 8200 pocket flashes. You could easily do this with 2. I have my key light in a 30-inch Mo-Lite portable beauty dish placed above and slightly to camera left. I'm using another white Walmart reflector under my subject for some fill and to create a nice broad and soft catch light in the bottom of her eyes. You can see that I have my background placed about 5.5 feet behind the subject with another 8200 sitting right behind my subject and aimed at the background. To add a bit more color, I'm using a Magmod grip with a gel holder and red gel. Adding that red brings the background color closer to my subject's shirt color, which makes her stand out more in the image. I also got a little carried away and added 2 more Godox 8200s, one on either side behind my subject and aimed towards her head. Also with Magmod gel holders and red gels. These last 2 lights give me the red accent that you see here on her hair. I shot these images with the Olympus OMD EM1 Mark II and the Emzuiko 75mm f1.8 lens. You can see here that the camera is about 6 feet from the subject. I shot these at ISO 200 and an aperture of f2.8. Yes, contrary to popular belief, you can get bokeh balls with a micro 4/3 camera, and you can do it even when your lens isn't wide open. You see, there is much more to depth of field than blurry backgrounds and shooting at f1.8 or wider. Don't forget focal length and focal distance. The 75mm focal length at a close distance provides me enough depth of field that I don't need to worry about keeping my subject's eyes in focus, but also makes it shallow enough to give me the cute little bokeh ball reflections from the garland. Now, as always, I wanted to see where I could go with this idea, so I decided to switch to a blue gel for the rim lights and background. But then I didn't really like how much the red blouse stood out. Here is the red on red, here is the red on blue. So I had my subject put on a simple tube top so that I had bare shoulders, and also had my makeup artist do a quick updo for her hair. Now I was feeling that it was just too much skin at the bottom, and I figured since I was working with garland, and since I also bought some blue garland, why not wrap my model in it? So I tried a few variations, from a single strand to several to covering all of her shoulders. Hey, I hope this gives you some ideas, so please take this idea and run with it. Go create and show me what you come up with. Until next time, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe so that you don't miss any videos. And don't keep all this cool stuff to yourself. Please share it with your photography friends. Remember, photography, it's not a competition. It is a passion to be shared. Now go pick up that camera and shoot something, because your best shot, it's your next shot. Adios.